Uganda Equator is one of the best Uganda safari destinations where one can go and stand with one leg in the northern and the other in the south hemisphere. Yes, you are right. We are here to introduce Uganda in this video. Uganda, officially the Republic of Uganda, is a landlocked country in East Africa. The country is bordered to the east by Kenya, to the north by South Sudan, to the west by the Democratic Republic of the Congo, to the southwest by Rwanda, and to the south by Tanzania. The southern part of the country includes a substantial portion of Lake Victoria, shared with Kenya and Tanzania. Uganda is in the African Great Lakes region. Uganda also lies within the Nile Basin and has a varied but generally a modified equatorial climate. It has a population of around 47 million, of which 8.5 million people live in the capital and largest city of Kampala. The total area of the country is 241,038 square kilometers or 93,072 square miles. Uganda is named after the Buganda Kingdom, which encompasses a large portion of the south of the country, including the capital Kampala, and whose language Luganda is widely spoken throughout the country. Uganda gained independence from the UK on the 9th of October 1962. The flag of Uganda was adopted on the 9th of October 1962, the date that Uganda became independent from the British Empire. It consists of 6 equal horizontal bands of black in top, yellow, red, black, yellow, and red in bottom. A white disc is superimposed at the center and depicts the national symbol, a gray-crowned crane, facing the hoist side. The black color is representative of native ethnic groups of Africa, yellow is representative of Africa's sunshine, and red is representative of African brotherhood, as red is the color of blood, through which all Africans are connected. The gray-crowned crane is fabled for its gentle nature and was also the military badge of Ugandan soldiers during British rule. The raised leg of the crane symbolizes the forward movement of the country. The coat of arms of Uganda was adopted 3 weeks before the proclamation of independence by the Uganda Legislative Council. On the 1st of October 1962, the arms were approved by Governor of Uganda Walter Coots, and formally established by law on the 9th of October. The shield and spears represent the willingness of the Ugandan people to defend their country. There are 3 images on the shield. Those on top represent the waves of Lake Victoria and Lake Albert. The sun in the center represents the many days of brilliant sunshine Uganda enjoys, and the traditional drum at the bottom is symbolic of dancing, and the summoning of people to meetings and ceremony. Before Obo's rule, the drum was symbolic of royalty and the authority of Uganda's kings. On a related note, the kings of Uganda were the first to use the traditional lentil-shaped African shield in their heraldic arms. The shield is flanked on the heraldic left side by a crested crane, a subspecies of the gray-crowned crane and the national bird of Uganda. On the right is the Ugandan kob that here represents abundant wildlife. The shield stands on a green mound, representing fertile land, and directly above a representation of the River Nile. 2 main cash crops, coffee and cotton, represent Uganda as an agricultural country. At the bottom is the national motto, "For God and my country." The official languages are English and Swahili, although the Constitution states that any other language may be used as a medium of instruction in schools or other educational institutions or for legislative, administrative or judicial purposes as may be prescribed by law. Luganda, a central region-based language, is widely spoken across the central and southeastern regions of the country, and several other languages are also spoken, including Ateso, Longo, Acholi, Runyoro, Runyankole, Rukiga, Luo, Rutoro, Samia, Jopadola, and Lusoga. O Uganda, Land of Beauty, is the national anthem of Uganda. George Wilberforce Kakoma composed the music and authored the lyrics. It was adopted as the national anthem in 1962, when the country gained independence from the United Kingdom. It is musically one of the shortest national anthems in the world. Consequently, multiple verses are sung when it is performed in public. The currency structure of Uganda consists of banknotes and coins and is denoted in Uganda shilling. Based on current projections, Uganda's population is expected to surpass 100 million people by 2050 and reach 167 million people by the end of the century. By 2100, Uganda's population is expected to surpass that of Egypt, the second largest country by population currently in Africa. Uganda's population growth rate is currently 3.32%. The growth rate has remained around 3% for the past several decades in Uganda. This is influenced heavily by the country's fertility rate of 4.78 births per woman. At this growth, over 1 million people are added to the population each year. Uganda's rapid population growth is a cause for concern. Issues cited include rapid urbanization, poor waste management, high poverty, unemployment, environmental degradation, and inadequate infrastructure, among other things. The system of education in Uganda has a structure of 7 years of primary education, 6 years of secondary education divided into 4 years of lower secondary and 2 years of upper secondary school, and 3 to 5 years of post-secondary education. Education in Uganda is administered in English. All throughout the levels in the education structure, modules are taught and assessed in English. The government of Uganda recognizes education as a basic human right and continues to strive to provide free primary education to all children in the country. However, issues with funding, teacher training, rural populations, and inadequate facilities continue to hinder the progress of educational development in Uganda. Girls in Uganda are disproportionately discriminated against in terms of education. They face harsher barriers when trying to gain an education, and it has left the female population disenfranchised, despite government efforts to close the gap. According to the most recent census, conducted in 2014, 82% of the population is Christian. The largest Christian group is Roman Catholic with 39%, 32% is Anglican, and 11% Pentecostal Christian. According to official government estimates, Muslims constitute 14% of the population. Some amazing facts about Uganda. 1. People who live in Uganda are some of the friendliest people on the continent. Sociable, exuberant extroverts are willing to welcome or help you through your visit, fill every corner you may travel. According to the UN, the country has the most welcoming refugee policy in the world. 2. Uganda is a cultural melting pot as evidenced by 50+ various indigenous languages belonging to 5 distinct linguistic groups and an equally diverse cultural mosaic of music, art, and handicrafts. There's no telling what you get when you mix over 50 cultures in a tiny 241,037 square kilometer piece of land, but you can imagine. 3. Although not even the UK's size, Uganda harbors 20 species of primates among its rainforest jungles. Gorillas, chimpanzees, monkeys, and the most adorable of the adorable bush babies all call Uganda home, as does one of the world's fastest growing human populations. The mountainous jungles of this tiny East African nation are lush and endowed with animal and plant species. 4. Although East Africa is known for its expensive destinations, Uganda offers the very bottom of the budget. Relatively, a luxury safari trip in Uganda is what a semi-luxury trip in Kenya would cost you. 5. Uganda is a bird heaven. As of May 2020, a total of 1066 bird species have been confirmed. The number represents over 50% of Africa's total bird list and 10% of the world's avian total, making birding in Uganda most rewarding for birdwatchers.